1, 2, 3, come on!
For this class, we're going to need at least one ball, a tennis ball if possible, if not just any kind of soft ball that can bounce. We're going to need 5 markers or water bottles or things that can be knocked over like cones. 1 football if you've got it. If not, then it's okay to still use the small ball at the start. 4 coloured markers, so we've got a red, a yellow, a black and a blue. I'm just using t-shirts. And 1 soccer. Hey Fast families, Coach Will here, and I'm back with another Fast 15 virtual class. This is part of our outdoor series for our 5 to 7 year olds. Hope you have fun.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Okay, the first thing we always do when we come to Fast class is our breakdown warm-up. So with our breakdown warm-up, we've got our 3 moves, okay? We've got our breakdown. So if coach says breakdown, we want to get those shoulders over those knees over those toes. We get ready to catch the ball. We make a nice loud hurrah. Okay, so if I say breakdown, we go hurrah. Our second move is then going to be our touch the sky. So we want to bend those knees, we want to use those arms, and we want to touch the sky, okay? We want to do as big jump as possible. So if I say touch the sky, we're going to do a big jump. Then our final one is our hit it. So if I say hit it, we're going to hit the ground and get back up as quickly as possible, okay? So we're all going to do this together. So follow me, along with me. Ready, and breakdown. Hurrah! Breakdown. Hurrah! And touch the sky. Big jump and touch the sky. Big jump and hit it. And back up again. And touch the sky. Big jump and hit it. And back up. And breakdown. And hit it. And back up. And touch the sky. Big jump and breakdown. Okay, that'll do for our warm-up. We'll see you at the next activity.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Okay, for our warm-up game, we're going to need a ball and a partner who's willing to throw it to you. Okay, for our warm-up game, we're going to combine all 3 of our moves. So our hit it, our touch the sky, and our breakdown to do our burpee and catch challenge, okay? So we're going to do 30 seconds of burpees and catches. What that's going to look like is we're going to do a burpee, so we go down, that's our hit it, our touch the sky, and our breakdown. Get ready to catch the ball, and then our partner's going to throw us the ball, okay? We're going to see how many of those we can do in 30 seconds. So, all together, 3, 2, 1, off we go. See how many we can do in 30 seconds. Ten seconds. Remember to get in that breakdown position. Last one. Last one. Woo. Okay. That's a good little warm-up for us. Do that a little bit more if you want to. If not, we'll see you at the next activity.
1, 2, 3, come on!
For our next activity, we're going to need a tennis ball and a wall either inside or outside the house that we're allowed to throw a ball against. Okay, for this skill development, we're going to practice our breakdown catching. Okay, so we've done the breakdown position in our warm-ups where we get ready to catch the ball with our hands nice and close, creating our W basket or our thumbs basket, okay? So we get our hands nice and ready, okay? So what we're going to do, we've got our wall, and we're going to take our ball and we're going to throw the ball so it bounces on the floor against the wall, and then we catch it in our breakdown position, okay? So we throw it against the wall and we catch it in our breakdown position. So we're going to do this all together for about 30 seconds, okay? If you want it to be a little bit more challenging, you can just throw it straight against the wall and catch it straight away like this. It comes back at you a little bit faster, and with the brick, it might make it a little bit harder to catch, okay? So that's a little bit more of a challenge. But for this one, we're just going to do the bounce challenge, okay? So all together, ready, off we go. Remember to stay nice and low in that breakdown position, ready to catch the ball. We keep our eye on the ball, so we follow it into our hands, okay? And we keep that W basket that we've got here. Sometimes it may bounce off at a funny angle, so you've got to be ready, okay? This is all about our hand-eye coordination. If we try the harder version where we throw it straight away, it comes back a little bit faster, as you can see, and sometimes bounces a little bit funny, so it's a little bit more challenging. Okay, hope everyone gives that a little bit of a go along with me. If not, pause the video and try it yourselves. Give it a good few minutes of practice just to really get used to being in that breakdown ready position to catch. If not, we'll see you at the next activity.
1, 2, 3, come on!
For this activity, we need our tennis ball or anything that we can catch, and we've made a square about 10 foot by 10 foot out of 4 different coloured markers. Okay, for this activity, we're going to do our 4 corner catching. We've got 4 different coloured markers, so we've got a black, a blue, a yellow and a red marker, and our partner is going to call out a colour that we have to run as quick as we can to, either by shuffling backwards or shuffling forwards to get to the colour, and then they're going to toss the ball to us so that we can catch it in our breakdown position. But when we're in our breakdown position, we can either use our W basket, so where we have our hands with our thumbs close together, or we can create our low basket with our pinkies close together, okay? So choose, depending on how high the ball is going, which basket we use. So we're going to do this all together. Coach Cable is with me again, and he's going to call out a colour that I go to. Try and listen and do it along. If not, pause the video, get yourself set, and we can go all together. Okay? Ready? Off we go. Ready?
Turn the music, let's get out on the floor. I like to move it, come and give me some more. Watch me get physical, out of control. There's people watching me, I never miss a beat. Still the night, kill the lights, feel it under your skin. Sounds like
Okay. Stop there. Again, swap over with your partner so everyone can have a go. Give it a few goes. Go for a little bit longer than we went for so that you can really get some practice in. Make sure that we're staying nice and low so you're always ready. Running backwards if we're going to those further back markers, and sprinting forwards if we're going to the front markers. We'll see you at the next activity.
1, 2, 3, come on!
For this next activity, we're going to need our football. We're going to use one of our water bottles or any marker as a sort of line of scrimmage. We've got 4 created into a box, which is going to be our quarterback pocket. And then we've got a marker, which we're going to use for a partner to run to so that we can throw the ball to them. Okay, for this next activity, we're going to do our quarterback pocket challenge. So for this, we're going to need our partner. So I've brought Coach Cable all the way from Hampton Country Day Camp, our partners out in East Hampton, and we're going to run our quarterback pocket challenge. So we're both going to start at our line of scrimmage. Okay, Coach Cable is going to run out to the marker, where he's then going to get in his breakdown position. At the same time, I'm going to drop back into the pocket, the quarterback's pocket. Coach Cable's in his breakdown position. I'm going to make sure I've got my fingers across the laces. I'm going to get in that skateboard throwing position, point at Coach Cable if I need to, and make sure I throw from my ear. Throw it into Coach Cable, and then we swap positions. So I'm going to sprint out to the marker. Coach Cable's going to drop into the pocket, and then I'm going to receive the pass. Okay, so we're going to do this a few times all together, and do it with your partners. If you've got your mummies and daddies involved, do it with them, and make sure that we're swapping over each turn. Okay, so we're going to do this all together for a few goes. 1, 2, 3, off we go. So we can stop there, but keep having a go to keep trying with our partners. Again, best if we can do this with a sibling or one of our mummies and daddies, and give it a few goes, and then we'll see you at the next activity.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Okay, for this next activity, we've got our 5 water bottles. which are placed on various objects to give us different challenges. They're going to be knocked down. We've then got a marker about 10 to 15 feet away from the bottles, and we're going to use our football. Okay, so we're all ready to go, all together. Ready, and 3, 2, 1, off we go. 1. Collect the ball after each throw.
You make me
Got 2, 1.
bring me up, bring me down, play sweet, make me move like a freak. Mr. Saxo beat makes me this, brings me up, brings me down, play sweet, make me move like a freak. Mr. Saxo, you make me this, bring me up, bring me down, play sweet, make me.
Okay, there we go. Did that in around 20 seconds, I think. But keep trying until you've knocked down all 5. Don't worry if you miss, just collect your ball and start again. And we'll see you at the next activity.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Okay, for this activity, we're going to need 2 markers spaced around 6 to 8 feet apart. We're going to need a soccer ball, and we're going to need a partner who can toss the ball to us. Okay, for this next skill development, we're going to work on our soccer volleys. Okay, so this means that we hit the ball before it bounces. We kick the ball before it bounces. So our partner is going to do a nice feed to us, and we want to kick the ball with the inside of our foot, okay? The inside of our foot is a bit longer, so it gives us more control of the ball. So we're about 6 to 8 feet apart, and we're just going to give this a good practice for 30 seconds to 45 seconds of touching the ball back. But first, we're going to give you an example, okay? So Coach Cable's going to toss it into me, and I'm going to control it nicely back to Coach Cable. If we want to get a little bit closer to make it a little bit easier, please do that. Okay, so if we're a little bit closer, it might just be a little bit easier. Okay, you don't have to watch the ball for as long. So we'll do this for 30 seconds to 45 seconds together. Make sure that you're keeping your eye on the ball as it touches your foot. Okay, this may be a new skill to some people, so really work on it until we've got it perfected. Okay, off we go. Again, keep your eye on the ball, watch it onto your foot. And we use the inside of that foot to give us a bit more control, okay? We want to get it back to our partner's hands, if possible. Last one. Okay. There we go. So again, possibly a new skill for some people, so really give it a go until you've nailed it, okay? And take it nice and easy, take it slow to really nail down the skill, okay? And then we'll see you at the next activity.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Okay, for this next activity, it's very similar to our skill development setup. We've got a marker around 6 to 8 feet away from a goal. Now I'm using one of these bins, but you can use 2 markers or anything that can create a little soccer goal. And then we're going to need a partner who's going to toss our soccer ball to us to continue our volleys. Okay, for this next activity, we've got our partner who's going to toss the soccer ball in exactly the same way that he just did for our volley practices, except for this time, we've got a little bit of a challenge. So we're going to do 10 volleys, and we're going to see how many of those 10 we can get into our little goal. Okay, so just a little example. Coach Cable's going to toss the ball into me, and I'm going to try and volley the ball into the goal, okay? If we miss, don't worry. We're going to try and beat the score the second time, third time, and fourth time that we try it, okay? So we'll do this all together. We're going to go through 10 shots all together, okay? And see how many we can get, okay? Off we go. There's one, I'll take it. 2, remember to watch the ball onto our feet as we did in the previous drill. Post. 2 out of 4.
I'm known for taking what I think I deserve, and you're overdue. And if you listen, you can hear me through the radio, in that bright white noise.
Yeah, that's 3 out of 7.
What I've been missing in my life, what I've been dreaming of. You'll be that girl, you'll be that girl, you'll be
Everything you want to
Okay, so I got 4 out of 10 that time. It's a little bit harder. We've got a small goal, okay, so you can make the goal a little bit bigger to make it a little bit easier. But I've got 4 this time. Next time I'll try and get 5 and 6 and try and beat my score each time, okay? So that was the last of our drills for this class. I hope everyone had fun with me and Coach Cable, okay? And I hope to see everyone the next time.
1, 2,